Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Steve Ludwig, the insurance man, and this week I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about pricing. And it's typical these days that we look for the best possible price, especially with like the emergence of Amazon and eBay and all the other things. I know me personally, I'm guilty of a lot of those things, where I'll go out to Amazon rather than going down to the store down the street. Before I know it, I have an Amazon warehouse in my dining room. So I wanted to talk to you guys, though, specifically referencing insurance coverage this week, okay, and talking about pricing. And you might really not be getting the coverage that you think that you're getting inside of that good price. So wanted to talk to you guys, first thing that is oftentimes used, and it's specifically when it comes to auto insurance, okay? So we hear 15 minutes could save you 15%, find the lowest rate. We find all these different companies that are always trying to be able to scale down when it comes to rate, okay? There's a lot of hidden coverages in there. There are companies out there that do not cover permissive use. So what is permissive use, right? That's the first thing. First thing with permissive use is that is coverage to cover anybody to allow them to drive your vehicle, okay, and that they have coverage on the vehicle. If you have full coverage specifically, that coverage would be there in the event that you caused an accident to repair your vehicle. If you were deemed not at fault, then it falls on the other person. But permissive use is anybody that has access to your vehicle. So say you have somebody that comes in town and visits you, whether you gave them permission or not to drive the car, they are covered under that permissive use. If you had, I don't know, a boyfriend or a girlfriend and they had to use the car and they wrecked the car, again, all those things are covered under permissive use. These are things that when you're cutting out pricing on that are oftentimes not disclosed by the insurance agent and ultimately can sometimes end up where you don't have coverage, period. Another thing on here when cutting down on price is you have to look at, is the insurance coverage per occurrence or is it per accident? You have to look at that. There's a lot of these companies that use that small detailed information and ultimately can sometimes result in you not being covered altogether. So if it's per accident, there actually has to be impact when it comes to an accident. So let's just say that you caused somebody to swerve around you and they ended up causing an accident because of your negligence and causing them to swerve around. So what ends up happening is you did not have impact. Well, you still have now where that is not covered because it was per accident on the coverage. If you have per occurrence, then it kind of covers the broad spectrum of things. But when you guys are looking at some of these smaller, mom and pop companies, some of the companies are often advertised out online and on TV and everything as well too. You really need to dive into the coverage to find out, to make sure that you're actually really covered for what you think that you're covered for. Third, and I'll leave this to be the last for this week's update, is you want to look at on specifically when it comes to your roof and the coverage on your roof. There are many times when you look at the wind hail deductible, you'll see that it's a percentage, or you'll see where that roof is covered for actual cash value, which is the roof exactly as it stands. It is not covering the roof for a full replacement more than actually what that roof is valued at the current time. So you might have a jacked up roof and your roof is only worth, I don't know, like $500. Well, guess what? You're going to still pay your deductible and that roof's only going to be worth $500. That's exactly what the insurance company will pay out. It's going to be absorbed into your deductible and you're going to end up, let's say you have a $10,000 roof, guess what? You're on the hook for that. So unless you can figure out some kind of a magic way to be able to come up with that $10,000, you're going to be SOL. There's a lot of agents that are out there, unfortunately, that use that actual cash value roof to be able to lower that price down. It's something you need to be very, very cautious about, and something that ultimately can wind up where you don't have any kind of coverage, period. You also, the percentage on your roof as well too, okay? On the wind and hail deductibles, obviously, especially if you live in the Midwest like we do, or like I do, wind and hail is something that is very prominent. We have, you know, our storm season that comes through here, and there's thousands upon thousands of houses that are damaged because of wind and hail, if not, you know, up into the millions of damages that come through here. So it's something that we in the Midwest especially have to be very vigilant of. And when you're looking at that percentage wind and hail deductible, that percentage is of the entire dwelling under coverage A. So if your house is valued under, or you have coverage for, let's just say, I don't know, $350,000 or $400,000. So let's say $400,000 you have under coverage A, which is your dwelling coverage. That means that you're going to pay 1% or 2%. Let's say in most cases it's 2%. It means that your deductible is now at like $8,000. So where you might have seen other deductible for like theft or vandalism or something at $2,500 or $1,000, you now are in the hole, you know, multiple thousands of dollars, and again, you're SOL. So you don't want to find yourself in those situations. If you have questions or concerns, you just need somebody to look over and review your policy. Don't hesitate to reach out to me, send me a private message. I'll be happy to go through, look at your insurance policy and coverage, make sure that you're in a good situation, free of charge. Talk to you guys soon. Have a great week.